one. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
Don't
be my parachute. Oh, why don't you help me? I've got sunshine, I've got you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now, and you're stuck in my mind. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. My friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh. I've got sunshine, I've got you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now, and you're stuck in my mind. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. My friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a wonderful week. My week is going pretty well, but today we have like severe weather outside. So I wanted to go fly my drone this morning, and I couldn't because it was too windy, and it got me thinking about FPV cars. It's something that I keep going back to every once in a while. And so you know how Facebook can hear you talk and then all of a sudden things start showing up on your Facebook feed? So I got an ad for Caddx FPV, and there was a FPV camera, kind of like an air unit, but Caddx version. And It was on a gimbal, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And it was on top of a car. And I was like, that's something that I could do that I wouldn't have to worry about the wind. So, anyway, so I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know how far I'll go with it because I'm back in lipo land and I don't like lipos, period. But I'm going to try to figure out how to do it the Sean way, and see what that's going to be like. But I love the idea of taking a camera drone and mixing it with an FPV drone and getting like establishing shots and then flying FPV that's kind of floaty. And I think it'd be really cool to add an FPV car to that mix, and maybe do, camera, then FPV, then RC car on the ground. But I don't know how stable it's going to be, so it might not get like really good footage out of it, but it might just be cool to watch. Like a lot of times when people are ripping in FPV, like it's not beautiful because you're going so fast, but it looks really cool. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I also kind of want to see if I can do it like 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second, and then do like slow-mo, like drive-throughs and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you guys some really cool videos that I found of other people that have done FPV, put air units on their RC cars, or use the Caddx FPV system. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. How's life going? We are a month away from the South Florida drone meetup, and it completely snuck up on me. I was like, videos are starting to pop up on Facebook, and I was like, why are these videos popping up? And I was like, oh my gosh, April 4th is when I need to be in Florida. And it's like, well, maybe like April 7th, maybe I'll be in Florida. But yeah, it's a month away, y'all. So I got to start paying off the credit card. So I got some reserved funds. I got to start doing some extra things. But I also need to get my hotel room. I haven't even booked a hotel room yet. So I think Bob Casey sent me a text back in December saying there were rooms still available and sent me the code, but I don't know if there's still going to be rooms available now. But anyway, I'm going to go through roll call and see who's here. Eat More Drones was first up. I mean, Eat More Drones. Eat More Possum was first in the house. And then Giggles showed up. What's up, TJ? Hope to see you this year down in Jensen Beach. Steven Drones was third. What's up, Steve? Hope you're having a good night. Joe Merrick's in the house. What's up, Captain Joe? Hope you're having a good day. Happy Mardi Gras. Did you eat some King's cake? Did you find the baby? Giggles, USA, Steve. The subject on the thumbnail might not be something a lot of people are interested in. Bob Casey's in the house. What's up, Bob? Hope you're having a good day. Chuck's in the house. Hello. Hope you're having a good night. So Bob says 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Yeah, there's this cedar tree in the backyard that has been bent over for 2 years. If you guys watch my backyard videos, you can see it. I may or may not have taken my chainsaw and gave it a little help this afternoon. Um, I want it to fall over on its own, but um, I definitely cut half of the bottom so that it will fall, continue to fall. Um, Chuck is having salmon tonight. Very nice. One of my favorite ways to eat salmon is smoked salmon with cream cheese on a cracker, like a Ritz cracker with cream cheese and then smoked salmon on it, like a really thin smoked salmon. It is a wonderful. Like I went to a hockey game and we were able to. My brother used to work in the arena, so I was. Me and my wife got a suite, and they had stocked up the suite because a company was going to come have an event, and then they never showed up, and all the food was already prepared. So me and my wife got to eat all kinds of stuff, and I made myself sick on salmon. I didn't know that I shouldn't eat a ton of salmon, but I did, and it was wonderful. Um, but I hope everybody's being safe tonight. I might not have a long live stream tonight, depending on what the weather's like outside. If it starts really storming, I might just cut out early and then turn my computer off and unplug it from the wall because the last thing I want is lightning to hit my MacBook. So, but yeah, B-Rad's in the house. What's up, B-Rad? Hope you're having a good night. You got a long name on here. I've started getting the habit of, so my lips they're not dry, but they also have like a little bit of like, I don't know, there's something going on in my bottom lip, and so I keep chewing on it. So I'm gonna go back and watch this and see how many times I do it. It's a habit I'm really trying to get out of. But B-Rad, you going to South Florida drone meetup? Ooh, I can stay with TJ. Do you live there, or would that be a hotel room that you already have? I might DM you on the side. Yeah, I don't have all the dates right. I'm gonna be there Saturday and Sunday is what I'm planning on being there. Yeah, so Bob, I've got so right behind that 3D printer, I've got a curtain that kind of muffles the sound, but there's a huge window. It's like I don't know how big the window is, but it's like like a big poster, like a 5x7 poster or 4x6 or something. I don't know. It's a huge window. It's um and so there's a big screen outside of it, and that screen keeps bouncing back and forth. And then since I'm on the top floor, the roof and the attic is right above me, and so the corner, this wall that I'm on right now, um, right at the top of my wall is where the roof meets the wall. So, and underneath that, there's like these kind of aluminum sheathing, or I don't know what it's called, but it's like kind of the under the gutter. And so I can hear that just kind of rattling. So I can hear it. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. Um, Hopefully you guys got some good audio. But all right, the meetup is April 5th. Got it. Yeah, I'm getting confused because I think it said it was like the 4th through the 7th. And So I guess the 4th is the Friday night, and then the 5th is the Saturday event. So I usually try to get there. I'm usually like pulling in like an hour before when we go hang out at the bar, and then um, and I'm super exhausted. So I go eat some tenders and then go home. You go back to the hotel. But um, Bob says it's pouring down there. Giggles likes my shirt. Yeah, this is the old Foxhorn shirt. This is the old Foxhorn logo. So I'm going to redesign this shirt, but do it with that logo. So I pulled it out just to wear it tonight because I wanted to remind myself. Nice. I might take you up on that, TJ. All right. Jim's Droning's in the house. What's up, Jim? Hope you're having a good night. Blessings to you, my friend. Yeah, Giggles, I knew you, or TJ, I knew you lived in Florida, um, but yeah, I didn't know exactly where you lived. Chuck likes my bokeh. I appreciate it. That is courtesy of the Insta360 Link 2, which is my favorite streaming camera. I can go to camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. um, so what else we got? All right, Bob. So Shawnide Studios is still a thing. That is my design company, as well as I'm keeping Shawnide Studios on the VR side of things. But Foxhorn is going to be kind of just, I'm going to phase out Shawnide Studios on YouTube just in case I do something stupid. Most people know who I am, and I probably couldn't get away with anything now, but yeah. Yep, TJ got the Wayne's World reference. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Except my live stream doesn't look as good as Wayne's girlfriend in that movie. So Bob says he wrecked me in 2023 at the South Florida Drone Meet. He wore my hat. Yep, I appreciate it. I designed a hat for you. So I don't know if you've bought it yet, but if you want to rep me again, you have the opportunity. um, yep, I appreciate it, Bob. Almost said Brett. All right, what time is it? 6:53. So I think I'm gonna run tonight. I don't know. I've got a lot of videos that I want to show you guys. Just things that I'm thinking about. Um, but I'm also on my channel. I think I'm gonna sell my Canon R7 with the VR lens on it. I feel like I got that bug out of my system. And I have other things that I can do VR 180 with, so I might just be done with that. But I'm going back to this camera. This is the Sony FX30, and I filmed with it at my daughter's track meet, and I was really happy with the way the video turned out. So I think I'm going to go back to this camera system and sell my Canon, sell a couple of the Sony FS5s. I've got two of those, and sell my Canon C200, and then get a really nice A cam that goes with this camera. So the bokeh's freaking it out. So I might get the FX3. There might be a FX3 Mark II coming out. So I might be getting that. I would love for this camera system to get a VR lens. If this camera system got a VR lens, I would be the happiest guy on the planet, because all I'd have to do is get a lens for it. But between the Sony FX30 and the Canon R7, in my opinion, the Sony FX30 wins hands down. It wins on it just wins everywhere. Using it out in the field on a sunny day, there's a big bright red LED on the back, on the front. Like, no matter where you look at the camera, you know when it's recording and when it's not. The Canon just has a little red dot on the screen. I can't tell whether it's filming or not. So anyway, that was a squirrel. But Bob says he's always been a Sony fan. So one of my next videos, I'm gonna take this camera and I'm gonna put it on the new DJI gimbal, and I'm gonna track myself with this camera. This camera has eye detecting autofocus, and then I'll be able to track myself with the gimbal, and I think it's just going to be a killer setup. So with that said, let's start talking about what I want to talk about tonight. I'm going to switch to camera 1, and I'm going to share my screen. Now, a lot of these videos that I'm going to show tonight, there might be people talking on them, but I have the audio turned down because I've been getting a lot of copyright strikes lately, and so I'm just kind of done with it. So I'm going to put me in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. All right. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is this is what the thumbnail is all about. So I'm going to go to the GM1. I'm going to reset it. So Caddx FPV. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So Caddx FPV, if you're not familiar with them, they make FPV cameras for FPV drones, and a lot of people that build their own drones use Caddx FPV cameras to mount on the drones and plug into the electronics that they've hooked up into their drone. They're able to connect up the power source, all of that kind of stuff. What I'm kind of used to is DJI just doing all that for me. But this Caddx FPV is one of the camera types that you would put on an FPV drone. And so one thing that Caddx FPV has now is they've got this gimbal And it's GM1, GM2, and GM3. So this is gimbal 1 axis, gimbal 2 axis, and gimbal 3 axis. That's what the numbers kind of stand for. But what you have here is you have a camera, and then that hooks up to a video transmission system that also takes an SD card. And then from that video transmission system, you have antennas. So you can run this camera without hooking it up to your FPV drone if you just want to hook up a power source to it. Okay. And then what this kit does is you take off the back of the camera and screw the camera into the gimbal, and then you've got a 1-axis gimbal. Okay. Now the GM2 Pro kit has a 2-axis gimbal, which is pretty cool. But the one I'm really interested in is the 3-axis Pro kit. And what the 3-axis Pro kit does is it's basically like a DJI Pocket that I can put on top of my drones. And with this system, all I need is a power source. And then I have a tiny light gimbal type scenario that I can put on different drones or cars or anything like that. There's different ways to power it. The way that it's designed to work is you would wire it into your car or your plane or your drone into like the control center, and then the control center would be powered from the battery. So you'd be powering the drone, or you'd be powering the vehicle as well as powering the camera at the same time. I'm trying to figure out a different solution where I can just use like a tiny LiPo that just runs the camera. I'm trying to figure out how long I'm gonna have to like test run times. I'd like to have a tiny LiPo that will just run the camera for 15 minutes. That's really all I'm looking for. There are small LiPos that will fly a drone for 10 minutes and run a camera at the same time. So if all I'm powering is just the camera by itself, then I might be able to create some sort of like a 3D printed box that I can attach everything to with a GoPro mount, and then I can just take that and add it to the drone. To do the FPV, I need something like this. But the other thought is to just put a DJI Pocket on top of the drone, and on top of an FPV drone, so I can get FPV and stabilized footage at the same time. But I want to go through kind of what's these are what they look like. Oh, the other cool thing about this is if you pair them with the avatar goggles that Caddx FPV sells, then you can create a FPV system. Like you can track with your head. So one of the videos I'm going to show you guys tonight, the guy's really not interested in really good video. He's more interested in driving his car FPV. And you'll see he's able to drive up to the road, and he's able to look left, he's able to look right, and then drive his car. And he's literally just doing that with his head, which I think is pretty sweet. Another video that I'm going to show you guys tonight is done with the air unit. And what the air unit does, I'm going to shrink this a little bit so that my live stream looks cool. Yeah. Actually, I wonder. Well, I'm gonna stop playing. So that's another one that I want to show you. The other issue is long range. So with this being HD, you can get you can go pretty far with the camera itself. And so I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to have to get a radio that can drive a car far enough. So these are the rotations of the gimbal. The GM1 can rotate its axis 120 degrees. So I'm assuming that's 60 up, 60 down, but I'm not sure. It might be 60 from 120 from here to there. So it might be able to go up higher than it can go down. The GM2, it can turn left to right 60 degrees. I'm assuming that's because it's so wide. And then 120 degrees is that excess. And then what the GM3, it can turn 160 degrees. So it can almost look left and right. Almost. So that's all I wanted to show you on the website. So I wanted to show you guys... Oh, we're going to talk about that. That's not that one. Oh, why did that start playing? So I wanted to show you guys this one first. So this is a guy that is... this is Andrew Newton. So you can go check his channel out. But he's got it on a fixed wing plane, or not a fixed wing, but just a plane, styrofoam plane. And I wanted to show you guys, this is kind of what it looks like mounted. And then this is what it looks like flying. So this is from his goggles. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's super windy or if he's just turning his head a lot. It looks like, I don't know if the wind, if he's actually getting proper wind, but his wind down there says 10 kilometers an hour, which is pretty crazy. But I wanted to show you guys what this kind of looked like on a wing. This does not, I don't think this does it justice. This is like not doing a very good job at all. So what he might have it, it's definitely not holding the horizon, so he might have it in follow mode or something like that. But I thought it was really cool that I just wanted to show you guys that you can put this gimbal on just about anything, and do FPV. But his video is kind of making me sick, so I'm gonna go to a different video that I have queued up. Yeah, Jim said he just thinks it's the nature of the wings. I guess maybe I'm just used to drones being so stable. I'm just going to go ahead and kill that video. This is an FPV crawler that I thought was pretty cool. And this is from Bonafide Pirate. Here's his Patreon. This is kind of a view of how he's got it set up. I'm going to pause the video right here. So this is basically like a Jeep roll cage. And then how a lot of these RC cars work is what's underneath is all like metal and carbon fiber and really, really strong. And then they have this like really cheap, very thin skin that they kind of put on top of it. Almost like a, I believe it's blown, where they have like a shape of a vehicle, and then they put a piece of plastic over top of it, and then they excuse me. Boy, they have like they'll kind of suck. It's not injection molded. I don't really know what it's called. It's like suck molded. I don't know. But anyway, so he's got I want to show you a couple things. He's got a fan right here that's blowing wind over the transmission unit. And I see a lot of people put that on there. Um, so they have um, you'll see he's got a fan here and he's got a fan here. A lot of these components that are meant for drones, um, they make them they get hot, but they don't aren't affected when they're flying through the air because there's a lot of wind blowing through them. But if you're sitting on the ground and you're not moving or you're moving really slow, there's not a lot of wind that cools that controller down. So I noticed he's got a fan here and he's got a fan here. So and he might be, he might be down in Florida or in the desert or something like that where things get really really hot. But I wanted to show you guys this. He's got the camera inside the vehicle, so this would be like you're driving the vehicle. He's got it dead center. So I just wanted to show you guys that. But it's got these awesome knobby tires. And these are called crawlers. So this would be like a lifted Jeep Wrangler that you could go rock crawling with. So it's pretty cool. It looks like he's got one big battery on the bottom that he's running everything off of. It's got a couple different antennas. So one's for the car, and then one's for the camera. And how you would do this is you wouldn't really run the camera through the RC. You would have the goggles on your face that would be talking to the camera, and then you would have the RC itself would be controlling the drone. Oh, we got a commercial. Boxable. I think Boxable is a really neat concept. If you guys don't know what that is, it's really, really cheap housing for people that can't afford it. It's a great thing. So he's running the DJI goggles. Oh no, those aren't DJI. Those are the Caddx goggles. So I might end up going with the Air unit just because I already have DJI goggles and everything. And I might see if I can find a gimbal that will hold the Air unit. But I wanted to just show you guys this video. What I really like about this video is he's like using the head tracking and looking around. But look how much the vehicle's shaking, but the camera is super stable. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to show you guys on this specific vehicle, because he's like, there he is looking left and looking right to see if any cars are coming. If you got a crawler, you can look down and see, if you're about to go over a rock, or like if the terrain that you're driving over, if your vehicle's suitable enough for it. So I think that's really cool. But I would love to just go out to some guy's farm and just drive around his farm. So what I would do here is I would probably use the FPV camera to look around and drive, and then I would have another camera on the vehicle to just record cool video. I think this is pretty neat. This is kind of the low light test. You can tell he's got lights, so I don't know if he's running the lights that are on the top of his vehicle or not. Because like when we were seeing the video, he had like LEDs on the top, or if these are headlights. But there's definitely a light behind the camera. Maybe the light is just the lights coming off the roof. But I think this is really, really a neat way to show. Oh, and it looks like he turned the lights on when he went in there. So that was pretty cool. So he's driving around. Um, I just think this is really, really neat. This is the type of video that I would get from um, my Avata flying low to the ground, but he's actually driving around the dirt and stuff like that, and I think it's really neat. I'm starting to get really hot. You think you can make that? Let's see if we can crawl up this. See, he can look around to see if his skids are hitting the ground. I just think this is really, really cool. I'm really excited about doing this on a windy day. I think it'd be cool to like drive through the creek or something. Um, oh, his wheels are spinning. Trying to figure out what kind of crop this is. Maybe soybeans? I think these are soybeans. Some kind of bean. But how cool is this? Like, what about like driving through a corn maze in the fall? How cool would that be? He's going to destroy the crops. Yeah, I think those are soybeans. I didn't grow up on a farm, but I've got relatives that have farms or had farms when I was a kid. And my grandfather grew soybeans and corn up in Indiana. All right, I feel like that's good enough with this crawler. Oh, here's a night. He does it at night. Let's look at the night. Oh, we got another commercial. That's kind of neat. I really think it's cool how he can look around. When you're flying a drone, a lot of times, like you can point the camera somewhere, but you can't really look around while you're flying. All right, so this is just lit up with his LEDs. Um, like this is full dark. That's the moon, y'all. So I'm not sure like what he adjusted to um, make the camera look better. So it looks like when he's looking in something dark, it's adjusting, but whenever he's looking at the white bumper on the front of his car, um, it seems to be doing a pretty good job. So everything in the distance is not lit, so it's not doing a very good job, but um, it's still doable though. I'm waiting for like a possum to come out or something. All right, that's enough of this guy's video. Um, the next video that I want to show you guys, um, this guy kind of makes one out of he this is one of my favorite videos that I saw today. That's what his car looks like. I'm gonna put this at 1080 just so it's easier to stream. But he's praying for everybody to subscribe. So this is a live feed from his goggles. I think he's using the original air unit on this. But yeah, I wanted to pause this. That's kind of what his car looks like. He's got this 3D printed part up at the top that holds the camera and is also a GoPro mount, so you can put like a GoPro up here. I'd probably put like the mini on there, or I also think like a 360 camera would be really cool, but I also don't want dust and crap getting all over my lens, so I'd probably stick to some sort of action camera. But he's got the air unit underneath. He's got this fan that blows up, and he has an LED light on the top of his drone, or on top of his car. And then what that's for, that is so that drones can see what's happening. So this is him kind of showing you what the car is that he used. I really like his build. And then he goes through and shows you kind of how to wire everything up. So I'm going to go back and watch this video several times, because this is the most, like he goes through the entire process of building his car. So I might go through the exact same process just so I can have something to drive. I really like the stability. I already have an air unit on another drone, but I might just bring all of my FPV stuff and give it away at the South Florida Drone Meetup. But I'm really interested in the DJI the 04 unit, the 04 Pro that just came out, because it is the Avata 2 camera, and so there's a dog. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys this guy's video. This is what his rig kind of looks like. And I thought that was a really cool outro. But so that's Chad Rain's FPV, if you guys want to go check him out. I don't know. All right, this is my favorite one, a footage video. This is FPV car long range driving, and it has the DJI 03 unit on it. So I want y'all to check this out. I think the video is beautiful. And he's just driving. He's on the road. I don't know if I would drive on the road unless it was like really, really, there's nobody around, which he probably knows that there's nobody around or has somebody looking. And then I'm going to go back and see if I can see what that said. All right, so this is the Skibus Terminal Cajit. Okay, we're in a different country. Yeah, I don't know what that is. All right. But I really, really like this video. First of all, the scenery on this video is gorgeous. I don't know what country we're in right now, but this is basically like it looks like a walking trail or something. Because you can see up at the top where it's going up the mountain, it like kind of zigzags left and right. So, and he just went over, I don't know if you noticed that, but he went over like a cow entrance. That was like those little bars at the bottom that keeps cows from going in and out of a gate. So he went over that with his car, and by the looks of it, it looks very similar to the car that we just watched, that build. So um, I think that's pretty neat. The distance that he's driving, that is what I want. I want to be able to, just like my drone, be able to fly really far away. I want to be able to drive really far away and not be worried that I'm going to lose connection. But this kind of looks like maybe somewhere that cow, like they walk cows or walk horses or something like that. It doesn't look like a very good road. Maybe it's a walking trail up the mountain. But I don't know how far we've driven so far, but this is pretty crazy how far he's driving. I think it's pretty neat. I might be boring y'all out of your mind, so let me know if um, this isn't interesting. But I think it's really, really neat. Um, and I really like how he's got a little bit of his car the in the video. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you can tell what this is. Um, I'm wanting to do a video. So the 5-inch DJI Avata that I've got coming in. Oh, there's a bike. The 5-inch DJI Avata that I've got coming in. It just landed at LAX, which is in California. So I should have that by next week. I think it takes like 2 or 3 days to get here um, from California. And if it's just the post office, like if it's just United States Post Office, that's probably how long it's going to take. But they sent it China Post, so I don't know what China Post translates to when it gets here. But I would assume it would be just the post office. Oh my gosh. So I feel like we've made it halfway up the mountain already. Like that zigzag that we saw. So I don't know why he backed up right there. Maybe he's about to lose connection. Don't go that way. All right. So I'm going to pause it and see if we can see. I can't tell what his connection is. But I see a lot of red down in the bottom of the screen. Oh, it looks like he still has 4 bars on the transmission system. So the air unit's doing fine. But as far as his RC car, it looks like he's starting to lose, or he might just want to get a good view of what we're looking at. Don't drive any further, buddy. So it looks like that's as far as he's going to go up. Maybe. And now he's going to start coming back down the mountain. Or wait, no. I can't tell if he's going down the mountain or not. I think I just got turned around. Yep, that's down the mountain. What a beautiful view though, y'all. Oh, that's a great show, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called Paradise. Me and my wife have gotten through about 4 shows. So Jim says 5-inch Avata. I feel like you were on here when I showed it to you last week, but I'll show it to you in a minute. All right, I think we've done enough with this video. Yeah, I think we're done with the FPV cars. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if you saw this. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I wanted to show you guys this. So there's a car company that has created a. They can launch a drone from the top of the car. In the video, there's a lot of DJI Air 3Ss. But check this out. So they've got this thing on the roof that opens up, and there's an Air 3S that takes off. And I can't tell if it's got something custom on the bottom of it. But this guy's basically flying the drone from inside of his car. So anyway, I just thought that was really, really cool how the drone would come out of the top of the car. And I watched a different video where it landed. Maybe this is landing right now. Yeah, so it lands, it repositions itself in the center, and then goes back in the car. Beautiful car, by the way. I don't know what kind of car that is, but and everybody in China still has masks on. So I'm going to show, oh yeah, I wanted to show a couple videos from here too. So I did a poll last week on Club Foxhorn. 62% prefer camera drones, 37% prefer both, and then 1% prefers FPV drones. So that was the poll last week. But so Jim, this is the it's a DJI Avata. It's a modified DJI the original DJI Avata that's been modified with a frame that accepts 5-inch blades and bigger motors. So the guts, just like my Axis Flying version, this is a 5-inch version. So I'm pretty excited because I know how to fly the Avata. I'm not an FPV flyer like Acro, but but I'm pretty excited about this. So I'll just find it real quick. I think it's AMAX actually. So there's an upgrade kit. So if you have a DJI Avata, you can, if you feel comfortable taking your drone apart and soldering and stuff like that, you can do that. But this is the kit that I bought. And I'll go ahead and put a link in the description if you guys want to venture out and get one on your own. They had it for 500 and now it's on sale for 350. I don't know what that translates to Canadian dollars, but anyway, that's the link if you want to get, and it's refurbished electronics. So basically what they've done is they've taken Avadas apart and used those to put together this drone. And I've got, let me find JJ. Yeah, he's right here. JJ, who I met in Florida, he's got, this is a video, we can just go ahead and watch this. He's calling it the Megavada. Oh, copyright music. And he actually flies acro, so he's doing better than I am. But this is what the 5-inch Avata can do. And he's doing a great job just flying acro with it. I will fly Avata with it. I'll fly lame. But but yeah, so it's the Avata camera. The other thing, so my 3.5-inch Avata will handle more weight, and so I'm hoping the 5-inch will handle even more weight. Not that I want to put more weight on it, but I want to know if I put like a legit GoPro camera on it, that it'll carry it. The downside is that it doesn't have any ducts on the side of it, so I really can't hit anything with it. What I love about the Avata and the Avata 2 and even the Axis version is that there are prop guards on the edges, so I can bounce off it. I can bounce off things. With this, I won't be able to bounce off anything, or if I clip a limb or something like that, there's a good chance my drone's going down. But at this point, I'm kind of just excited to fly it. And what he says here, since we're talking about windy days, he says, I can't believe how well the Megavada, he calls it the Megavada, or the Megvada. Oh yeah, the Megavada, handled this run. Winds have picked up to a steady 15 to 20 miles per hour. She cuts through with no hesitation. So he's flying in 15 to 20 miles per hour winds, and that drone is just flying like butter. So so that's what that drone is, Jim. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to talk about tonight. So yeah, hope you guys liked this video. Love you guys hanging out. TJ, I might take you up on a place to stay, but if I can work it out, I might just try to get a hotel room somewhere. But Jim's gonna order one. I'm excited. So Jim, you might get yours faster than I'm getting mine, because I believe it landed in Canada and then flew to LA. I don't know if you're West Coast or East Coast of Canada, but it came in on the California side of Canada. So that's where my drone, and it's been, I ordered it on the 20th, but it didn't really ship out to like the 26th maybe. So, or no, I think it was, anyway, it was one of those deals where they ordered the label immediately, so I thought it was shipping, and then it didn't move for 5 days. So, yeah, hope you guys like this video. And oh, so you're on the east side, so you're over here with me. Um, so Jim asked if it takes the same battery. Yes. So everything. So it's, from what I understand, it's exactly like my Axis version, my 3.5 mod. So all of the top section of the Avata is exactly the same, and even the sensor on the bottom is exactly the same. And then what they do is they take the the ducts, take those off, take the motors off, and put solder new motors onto the controller, and then so this one is a frame. It's a carbon fiber frame, and then they put the new, more powerful motors on it. But yeah, it's all pulling from the same battery. So my 3.5, like, I lose about 3 minutes worth of flight time because it's powering stronger motors, and so I'm assuming I'll lose even more flight time. But but I've got like six batteries, six Avata batteries, so I can fly for a while with that. And I don't know. I'm just excited because it'll return to home. It'll hover. All of the things the Avata can do, it'll do. Um, so, but it's a 5 inch, and maybe I can put like a bigger 360 camera on it. How cool would it be if I could put my 1 inch 360 camera on the top of it? And it might only fly for 5 minutes, but a 5 minute FPV 360 video is probably all you could take. So, um, anyway, and it's taken 2 weeks to get here. So, but the props, 5 inch props, are very easy to find um, on Amazon. And once I get the Avata like this way, the motors will already be. So if as long as the motors still work, I can get other kits. I can order just the kit part, and not have to do an Avata again. So I can swap it. Like if the frame breaks or something like that, I could just buy another piece. Um, so, but yeah, hope y'all have a good week. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm trying to put videos out right now, but there's a lot going on at work. So there's a lot going on at work, and my daughter's in track, and I'm in charge of worship in the youth group at church. So there's a lot going on in my life right now. So I'm kind of chilling a little bit, but I'm going to try my best to do a live stream every week at least. So hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all.